Namaste, everybody. Megan Campbell here, and welcome to Yogini Yoga, a 20-minute practice for you today based on moon cycle flow. So this is the practice that we want to do for that 5 to 7 days where we're on our moon cycle or we're menstruating or bleeding. And it's a nice calming flow that helps us with a downward moving energy. One thing that we want to remember when we're working with our moon cycle or we're on our moon cycle and practicing yoga is that the body is hard at work internally. So we don't need to do long, vigorous practices because that will only deplete our energy. We want to do healing and restorative type yoga that will help replenish the energy. Because if we become too depleted at any point, one thing most women don't know is that this week of every month is when our progesterone and our estrogen are at its lowest, and that makes us really susceptible to illness and viruses. So really easy to get sick, especially during fall and winter months. So this practice is all about drawing that energy back into the body, but letting it move down at the same time. So one of the things you can think about is, in terms of its symbolic nature, what can we let go of in this practice? What can we release? And also, what can we be grateful for and really allow our hearts to take in? So let's get started in wide-legged child's pose. And wide-legged child's pose, we bring our feet together, we press the hips back onto the heels softly, and we come down with the belly between the thighs. Stacking the hands or resting the head on a block works as well too. And just enough room between your thighs that you can soften into your hips. Now, if this doesn't work, a bolster or a block under your chest will help as well. You don't want to have a lot of pressure here or feel like you have to really hold yourself up. It should be a restorative, relaxing pose. From this position, I invite you to lengthen and deepen your breath. So start to breathe in and out through the nose, relaxing your jaw and tongue. A lot of our digestive issues and fertility issues in Western culture are due to abdominal tension. So take a few moments to really relax your belly. Just know that you're not trying to fit into your skinny jeans right now. And feel like your belly is expanding or pushing towards the floor as you inhale. And as you exhale, without pulling or tightening the abdominals, just feel the belly rise back up towards the spine. Just a natural flow of the abdominal organs. And ultimately, you want to keep your belly relaxed for the entire practice. So as you slowly come up, take a moment to lift onto your hands and knees. Draw the knees underneath your hips. Curl your toes under and exhale into downward dog. Now this might not feel good for everybody during that 1 week of the month or your moon cycle. So feel free to come back into resting child's pose again at any point if that feels much more appropriate for you and your body. This is a deeply receptive time, so you want to listen to exactly what it is that you need to help you replenish and heal. So with your next inhale, you're going to step your right foot up between the hands, helping it up with your right hand if you need to. And you're going to lower your left knee to the ground and point your left toes back. We're going to inhale the right arm up to the sky, just a really gentle twist. And again, if this is too much, you can bring your right hand to your thigh and just press it away instead. And you can stay here in this gentle twist, or you can work with a little flow that I've created as well. So you curl your toes under, you would lift your knee off the ground and reach back towards your back heel and look down. Then you would lower the knee and lift that arm up and over as you press into your bottom hand. And then inhale to lift open and look back over the shoulder. And exhale to lower and reach to lengthen the side waist. So we'll do it one more time, inhaling and exhaling. And then you'll inhale the arm back up to the sky and exhale to sweep it down to the ground. And then slide your right knee back beside your left knee. Inhale to lift the chest and the tail, maybe the gaze. Exhale to coil through your spine. So 2 more times, inhaling, drawing the heart forward through the shoulders, opening to gratitude. And exhale, coiling into that receptive, inward nature. 1 more time, inhaling and exhaling. Come into a neutral spine, curl the toes under, deep breath in, and exhale back into downward facing dog or into child's pose to rest. And then inhale to step your left foot up between the hands and exhale to lower the right knee. Inhale the hand to the thigh or reach it up towards the sky. And just a gentle twist to open through the chest and that lower downward energy of the body. So nice and low, letting everything move down and out. And you can stay here as always or go through that little twisting flow. So we inhale to curl the toes under, reach to the back heel and look back if it feels okay. And then exhale to lower the knee, reach up and over so your bicep is by your ear. And then inhale to lift up and exhale to lower down. Big stretch like you're yawning. And then inhale, last time, and exhale. Then inhale the arm to the sky and exhale to come down. Slide your left knee back beside the right. Inhale, opening to grace. Exhaling, coiling inward. Inhale 2 more times. And exhale. Pressing into the hands. Last one, inhale, heart just through the gate of your shoulders. Exhale, navel to spine without hardening your belly. Then inhale to a flat back. And exhale back into downward dog. You're going to inhale your right foot forward between your hands again. Now you can do this pose, full warrior 2, with your back foot on the ground. Or if you're feeling low energy and tired, do Ardha warrior 2 or half warrior 2 with your knee on the ground, keeping that downward energy and that restful energy, right? So up to you. Either way, you're in your version of warrior 2. Squeezing the inner thighs open, tail is heavy. And we're going to take the hands and we're going to press them down in front of us. And you're going to think of just a couple of things, or even just one thing that you would love to release in this cycle. So maybe a bad habit, maybe a relationship that no longer serves you, whatever it might be. And take a deep breath in, reach your arms up to the side. And as you exhale, straighten the leg, turn your right toes in, left toes out. Inhale to gather your energy and then exhale to bend your left knee into warrior 2. And placing the right knee down if you need to be back into Ardha Vira. And we're going to bring the hands in front of the heart this time. That heart center, feeling the inner thighs rolling open. And closing the eyes if you feel stable and just thinking about a couple of things or maybe one deeply important thing that you would like to draw into your life into this cycle. Maybe more love, more acceptance for your body, more time, more energy, whatever it may be. And then opening the eyes, take the arms up to the side. Inhale your left leg straight. Exhale the toes in, hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Press your tailbone down, lift your chest, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, hinging from your hips, come towards the earth and start to bring your hands past your head towards the floor. Soften the knees a little bit here. Again, it's not about working hard. Bring your thumbs to your low back and then let your hands come softly to the mat. Lift through the heart and start to toe heel your feet a little closer together. Then turn your toes out, bend your knees and squat down low. Now if your heels are lifting, draw your feet even wider. Place pillows or blocks if you have them handy underneath it. And then we come into Malasana or goddess squat. Okay, lengthening through the tailbone, crown of the head reaches. And we're going to take a few deep breaths here just to honor this time of femininity. Okay, so it's confusing, and as sometimes those cramps and those mood swings, they can be a little irritating too. Right? Not knowing what's coming next or how we're going to feel in a few hours or in a few minutes sometimes. This really is one of the beautiful gifts that we've been given, and that is creation. And it doesn't mean that it's creation of a child. It can be creation of your purpose, your passion, your divine path. And so bringing your hands down, just lean forward, lift your heels, lower your knees to the ground, turning back to the side of your mat. And then take your feet out of the way, have a seat on your bum, and bring your legs out in front of you. And as you slide your hips to your heels, you're going to lower down onto your back slowly. So we want to do anything, we don't want to do anything that aggravates the abdominal muscles. So all these muscles are still relaxed. You're going to draw your right knee in towards your chest and slide your left leg straight. Taking your left hand to your right knee, you're going to roll over onto your hip. Now, if your knee doesn't come to the earth, you can place it on a block or a bolster, a pillow again. You can try looking in the opposite direction. Take a couple of deep breaths here. We're just going to massage abdominal organs and organs of fertility. And then inhale the knee back up and switch sides as you exhale. Just looking wherever it's comfortable and feel your belly moving here. And notice if you're gripping through your low body muscles, like the anus or the vagina in any way, and see if you can relax those muscles too. This helps a lot with that downward movement. And we don't often realize that we're pulling up, not anxious or tension. That's a part of the body we don't spend a lot of time trying to relax, and we should. And then we'll inhale the knee back up. Place both feet on the floor. Let your knees fall open so the soles of your feet come together. And then take your hands in a triangle just below your belly button so the thumbs are there and the fingers are just above your pubic bone. Roll the shoulders under so your chest stays open, and you can put blocks or pillows under your knees if you feel uncomfortable. You can also do this laying supported on a bolster, and close the eyes. The energy of the womb. So again, this is a deeply receptive time for women. So we're going to spend a few minutes here as our shavasana. Now, if your legs get sore, the inner thighs or groin, you can straighten your legs. But I would love if you could just draw your inner gaze down into the womb. This is our center of our intuition, so that knowing without knowing. And as you breathe some nice deep healing breaths into the womb, the low belly, I invite you to ask yourself what it is you need for this next coming cycle to be fully sustainable. What it is that you need to let go of in your life or from this past month, so that you can function as your highest divine self. And lastly, what makes you feel most alive, and what can you bring more of into your life to really replenish and fill from the inside. I encourage you to stay here for as long as you can. But when you're done, please take a few moments to come up into seated position and maybe say a little prayer or make a wish. Sit for 5 or 10 minutes in meditation. Whatever you have time for today. And then to end your practice, to bring your chin to your chest, bowing to yourself for taking this time for yourself. And we'll see you next time. Namaste.